So this week we are starting to talk about the zoo. So I have a fun get up and move activity for you today, and I also have an arts and craft activity that involves some patterns. So we're going to work on patterns today. Um, the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to take a moment and pause the video and talk with whoever you're watching the video with about what type of animals that you would like to see at the zoo. So if you were to go to the zoo, say tomorrow, next week, what were some of the animals that you would want to go see? And then when you pause the video, I'm going to show you what type of animals that I would want to see, and then we're going to jump right into our little move activity. So, one of my favorite animals to see at the zoo is actually a sloth. I think sloths are so cool and they're one of my favorite animals. Another type of animal that I like to see at the zoo is actually a manatee. And I know that typically in Massachusetts, where we live, you don't see manatees when you go to the zoo. But I had the pleasure of going to Florida and going to one of Jacksonville's zoos, and they have a whole manatee exhibit there. They actually rescue manatees when they're sick or they wash up too close to shore and they're injured. They take the manatees in and make them feel better, and then they let them back out into their natural habitat in the ocean. Manatees have been my favorite animal, one of my favorite animals for as long as I can remember. Those are my top two favorite animals to see. We are going to start our little move activity, and we're actually going to move like some of the animals that you would see at the zoo. So let's jump right into that. To start with stretching like a giraffe. So a giraffe has such a long neck, so what we're going to do is we're going to stretch up, make ourselves nice and long. To start, if you want to stand on your tippy toes and stretch out your legs, but really stretch out your whole body nice and tall. Okay, the next one that we're going to do is we're going to chomp like a crocodile. So I want you to put your hands out like this. Ready? Chomp, 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 chomp. Make your chomp as big and loud as you want. Okay, so the next one that we're going to do is we are going to crawl like a bear. So what I want you to do is have both feet on the ground and put your arms down, and you're going to walk on all four. That one was kind of fun. So the next one I want you to do is we're going to walk like a penguin. So you're going to point your toes out this way, and you're going to waddle like a penguin. This is hard to do with shoes on. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is we're going to stomp like an elephant. So stomp as loud as you want, or as loud as mom and dad will let you. But take your legs up. Make sure it's nice and loud. Because an elephant would be nice and loud, right? If you had an elephant in your house, he would probably make a lot of noise. So the next one we're going to do is we're going to hop like a kangaroo. Now, kangaroos actually hold their babies in their stomach. So they hop around with a baby in their stomach all day. That's a lot of work. The next one we're going to do is we're going to gallop like a zebra. So I want you to pretty much skip, but we're going to jump up high in the air. Oh, I'm going to run into the chair. And that is how you gallop like a zebra. Jump right into our art activity. We're going to make a lion's mane, and it's going to make you into a lion. So I cut out a paper plate and just cut out the inside, so it's just a big circle. And I used a rather big paper plate, but you can use a normal size. And I cut out strips of paper, red, orange, and yellow. So we're going to make a pattern with that. I have my really, really big. I don't know why I picked a big plate, but I have a really, really big plate, paper plate, and I cut out the inside. And then I just have a bunch of cut up strips of orange, red, and yellow paper. So I want the pattern to be pretty much whatever you want it to be, but I do want you to make some sort of pattern. So if you do red, orange, yellow, or if you want to mix it up and go yellow, orange, red, or whatever you want to do, but I do want you to do an ABC pattern. So I'm actually going to start with yellow, and I'm just going to glue on my yellow strip of paper like that. And I'm going to do it the whole way around. So then I go orange, and red. So this is my ABC pattern. Mine is really big. It does not have to be this big, but this is what it turned out like, and my mane is also really long. You can cut it and make it as small as you want, and to fit your child's face. I really hope that you enjoy this video, and I really hope you have a wonderful week.